Let us start with the concept of risk. When risk exists, actually anyone can choose to ignore or to manage it. But my question to you would be, if we ignore the risk, does the risk still exist or the risk disappear with our ignorance? Okay. I believe every one of us agree that even if we ignore the risk is still there. So it would be unwise if we ignore any risk that exists by ignoring it. Okay. So without proper evaluation or management, the risk may actually lead to a greater disaster later on. Example, fire on our house. If let's say the person only own one house and the whole family are staying in the house, and the worst scenario is if the house is still mortgaged to a bank, so we still need to serve the loan, and at the same time, we have no shelter for our families, and it may affect our other financial goal in long term. Second example will be health risk. Okay, maybe tends to feel that at this moment they would like to ignore the risk of health deterioration, okay, which actually could happen to anyone. But if anything strikes, okay, we will have to take care of the medical bill, and it may jeopardize our retirement planning, our children education planning, and all our short-term, medium, and long-term financial goals. So all these risks, such as like fire on a property, health problem, either we ignore or we manage it, the risk still will be there. It doesn't disappear with our ignorance. So that is why it is important that we should manage the risk rather than ignore it. Okay, in the past, or initially when we talk about risk management, most of the time we are talking about dealing with pure risk. So could you again recall what is pure risk? It is something that we have discussed in chapter 1. Okay, to fulfill the definition of pure risk, first, there's only two possible conditions: loss or no loss. There is no potential for gain. So with this, it is something that is insurable. Okay. So however, as time passes, as we develop more in financial planning, okay, it is more complicated than just managing the pure risk. Therefore, risk management also includes speculative risks. So what are speculative risks? They are risks like investment risks or the potential of bad debt in a business. We still need to manage it, although it is not insurable. Do you agree on that part? Okay. So, however, for this, we need to understand about this, but in this chapter, we are going to focus on pure risk for Module 2.